Extreme Fight Night is brought to you by Regal Car Sales and Credit, T&W Tire, Route 66 Harley-Davidson, Cell Phone Rescue, Arnold Electric Inc., 97.5 KMOD, Apollo's Martial Arts, Coors Light, R. Turley Roofing Inc., John Christner Trucking, the Law Office of Jeff Martin and Associates, B&B Restoration, and Will Joe Interiors.
All right, here we go. River Spirit Casino, Paradise Cove, and everybody worldwide on FITE.tv. That's FITE.tv. This is featherweight, mixed martial arts. Let's meet our fighters. Fighting out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, please welcome to the cage, Danny Flick.
Danny Flick, he is a guy that is surprised everybody. He came in and he took on Michael Billups in an amateur fight his first pro fight. Michael Billups was an up-and-coming fighter, just really great performance from him in the past. And Danny Flick, who'd been off for a long time, and fights out of Family First Gym, which is just him and a garage essentially, and some other guys, and stunned Michael Billups with an elbow, and boom, won that amateur title. So it's going to be really great to watch him in this second fight. We haven't seen him fight then. This is the brother I talked about earlier that we have no idea. There's just a separation between the two. You will see when he gets out there that he's just he's an unorthodox fighter, and it should be interesting to see how this goes for Danny Flick. So Danny Flick is one of those guys that he's looking to make statements. He stepped away for a long time, and he is going to try and do some good things. So watch his excitement level. He's a great fighter to watch, and he's a lot of fun to watch. Let's get the introduction of our second fighter here, Extreme Fight Night.
Let's welcome to the cage his opponent, fighting out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, Brandon Bailey.
Brandon Bailey 1-1 as a pro. His last fight was a win via rear naked choke in April. Here's something fun about Brandon Bailey. He's a doctor. This is what he does for fun. And he's also a captain in the Army National Guard. And you look stunned, Myron, as I imagine most people are. I saw his first fight that he took, and it didn't go in his way, but he's definitely learned a lot since then. And he's a fun fighter to watch, and he's got his hands full with Danny Flick.
So he knows how to beat him up and then stitch him up.
Right. He's definitely going to be there to help him should he create a lot of injuries too. And you know, he's got the experience of being in high-stress situation as a captain in the Army. So his calm demeanor is present all the time. So even at weigh-ins, he looked the way that he looks now. I saw him backstage in the room, and he looked completely calm as well. It's just that doctor demeanor, right?
And that's the big thing. You want to be relaxed in here, because if you get that adrenaline going, you're not going to be able to work a game plan, because you can't see anything. You're blinded with that rage. So it's definitely a skill that you got to acquire. You can't really teach.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good fight, and I'm looking forward to seeing Captain Brandon Bailey do his work against Danny Flick, who always puts on a really great fight.
3 rounds, 3 minutes apiece of mixed
across the cage.
martial arts. Let's
I
meet
would
our
imagine
fighters
men that are
one more
captains
time for this
in the Army,
featherweight
anybody in
division.
the Army, you
Fighting
can't
out of the
mean
blue
mug 'em.
corner. He's fighting out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. He weighed in last night at 145 pounds. This is Danny Flick.
Looks like we had a
Across
little
the
bit
cage,
of a
standing
water
in the red
spill,
corner.
and Commission
Fighting out of
making him
Tulsa,
clean it up
Oklahoma.
and
He weighed
almost
in last
missed
night
his
at
introduction.
144 pounds. This is Brandon Bailey. Our referee in charge of this mixed martial arts bout is Mr. Kevin Nix. Paradise Cove, are you ready? I said, are you ready? Here we go!
So we have Captain Brandon Bailey of the Army in the black shorts and Danny Flick in the yellow shorts.
These Flick brothers just have a mean streak about them, and it makes it enjoyable to watch.
It does, yes. He's always got a chip on his shoulder. And he's one of those fighters that goes with that persona of trying to get, be flashy and loud, and it throws people off. He does back it up, though.
Brad, you heard him just now just kind of growl at Brandon.
And you see they're trying to wrist control from Captain. Now Danny's got Brandon's back.
Danny coming up a little higher. Looks like Brandon's going to try to escape. Flick is trying to look for that arm bar, it looks like. So you have to watch for that when Brandon pops out.
It's a good drive there, driving forward from Brandon Bailey. He's almost out. And I can't tell if he's got his arm underneath. I think he's trying to choke him with his leg, his calf.
Yeah, it looks like he's gotten some kind of funky inverted triangle he's trying to lock up. He has it on his ankle right here. Maybe if he can lock up. Wait, looks like he's almost out, maybe.
He's pinching his legs together.
It looks like Brandon's going to get out pretty soon. Brandon, what he needs to do right here.
Brandon put his knee on Danny Flick's knee, that loosened it up, and now Brandon is on top, and now going to make him pay for that with a series of hammers fists, and now he's in Flick's guard, and you're going to see Flick try to do some jiu-jitsu moves here.
These submission attempts are risky in MMA because if you miss it, you get put in a bad position, and your opponent is pretty angry, so he's going to try to knock your head off.
There's a knee from the ground. Good body work there from Brandon Bailey.
Danny's just kind of keeping the closed guard right now, and MMA, you kind of want to give that up unless you're just a beast off your back, because your opponent's just going to rest there and just throw bombs down at you. So right now, what I would probably do is get rid of my open guard, or get rid of my closed guard. Oh, there you go. And use that cage to walk up.
He's delivering those hammers. Those are just vicious, right, Myron?
Yep. Each submission attempt he took, he's had to pay for it.
And the punches from the bottom have no zip on them.
You can cut your opponent, but most of the time you can't win the fight off your back like that.
And when you're on top, you don't need a lot of room, especially to throw an elbow.
Yep. Yep, and Danny right now is up against that cage, so he doesn't have a lot of room to shrimp.
Danny Flick rolled over, and probably the fight would have ended. He definitely got saved by the bell there at the end, and Brandon Bailey opened up Danny Flick. And you look at Brandon, there you go.
Oh, wow,
He
look at that.
opened him up big.
Yep, doesn't take much when you're on bottom like that. You got gravity working against you.
Yeah. It's funny too when that happens. You see less attitude from those fighters
Yep.
when they get smoked like that. But that doesn't mean it's over for him. Let's go to the replay, Myron, and see some of the fight.
Right here you see Captain Brandon over here working that ground and pound, capitalizing on that submission attempt that was failed right here. Oop, maybe this is the elbow that caught him right here, cut him open.
Yeah, just some of that great work up against the cage. And there's some frustration happening in his corner that Danny is not happy with. That's not the way you should come back into the fight, the second round, right, Myron?
Yep, he's probably a little upset with the cut right now.
Oh, he can't continue. The
Oh,
doctor's
wow.
coming back in. I think that's going to be the end of the fight. Here's some of those hammer fists.
Yeah, you see Brandon working the ground and pound right here. Like I said, it doesn't take much with those little gloves on, so this is a very bad position up against the cage because you got
That's it.
no give.
Doctor is calling the fight. Doctor stoppage.
Yeah, that cut was just in a funky position where that blood's going to go in the eye. I bet that was happening. Probably couldn't see good.
Brandon Bailey gets the victory, and the guys embrace in the middle after Mr. Flick gives the one-handed salute to some of the people in the crowd that were bad-mouthing him.
We've seen quite a few cuts tonight.
Yeah, there's been some great sharp elbows and fists from people.
Yeah, the cutmen are staying busy tonight.
That was a fight I would like to have seen more from as both fighters looked like. I don't know if he made Brandon mad. with some of that stuff in the beginning, but Brandon definitely made him pay for it. We're going to go to the Casey Loop in the cage and get the official call.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout ends at the end of the first round, the beginning of the second. Due to doctor stoppage, your winner, out of the red corner, Brandon Bailey. I'm here with your winner, Brandon Bailey, or should I say Captain Brandon Bailey. He's a captain in the Army National Guard. Absolutely. Now, do you have time for the interview? Do you have time to do the interview, or do you need to go do stitches as well? All right, so talk about that. Talk about what happened in there, because it looked like there was some frustration on your part that you kind of made him pay for.
Man, I just, my timing didn't feel quite right. I figured if I get him down, man, that's one thing about these bony elbows. If they hit you, they will cut you. And I just waiting for the time. I mean, I didn't throw much strikes down. Just the fence, try to get to where I could throw a good elbow, and called it good.
There's some of your handiwork there where you've got him on the ground, and those elbows right there against the cage, he couldn't get anything done. You had him totally locked down.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my wrestling background, I'm not necessarily going to submit a lot of guys unless I choke them, but I'm going to neutralize what they're doing and try to hurt them.
All right. Before I say congratulations one more time, please give him a round of applause. He deploys in 30 days. And are we going to see you when you come back? Are we going to see you fight some more, or is this it?
Hopefully we're going to be back. I'm getting kind of old, but I'm hoping we're going to be back.
It's been a pleasure watching you fight, sir. Good luck. Here's your winner.
One of the great things about Regal is that they've got everyday low down payments. They've also got really low interest rates and no hidden fees. The price on the vehicle is what you pay.
Salesmen are great. Car selection is awesome. I just can't get enough of coming back.
And that you get the payments that you was expecting.
Better than what I expected. I have 4 different payment options. I'd recommend them to everybody I know.
At Regal, they got it. They got it. Financing. Why don't you? Try Regal. It's Regal. Oh, yeah.
You the car insurance guy?
This about the car wreck?
Pay for that car wreck. Medical bills, lost wages, pain and suffering.
Okay.
My client deserves more.
Okay.
Car wreck, call attorney Jeff Martin.
At 728-8888.
What about the dog?
He's with me.
Nice doggy.
Nobody messes with attorney Jeff Martin.
Call 728-8888.
Even the king has a dark side. Meet the Road King Special, the stripped-down, muscled-up version of the American icon. Powered by the Milwaukee 8 engine. It's good to be king.
'66 Harley-Davidson.